Retten sein, nur ein größter Jux für groß und klein, jeder Schimmel neu lackiert, das Werkel frisch geschmiert. Eine Fuhr, eine Tour kostet 20 Groschen nur, eine Reise voller Spaß, ohne Reisepass. Jeder hutscht sie, wie er kann, vorwärts gehen wir's an. Schön ist so in dem Spiel, das ist ein Hetz und kostet viel. Damit auch der kleine Mann sich eine Freude leisten kann.
Thank you for being here and for being patient. Such a virtue. I'm really grateful. So, I have a little thing that I'm going to say, but before I do, I want to ask you to do the cell phone thing, to mute your cell phones if you haven't already. I think I did. And for you to know that there is a QR code for you to find the juicy details about all of the performers on the program, because they have their own stories to tell. They have some really interesting places that they've learned to do their craft. So I'd love to share that with you, but we're protecting the trees, so you can get it on the QR codes that I've placed around the sanctuary. I want to really thank Beth Shine. Thank you so much for making this possible, for sending out the notices so that anybody showing up, including the live stream. Really grateful. And also to Josimar, who is also our host, even though I don't think he's in the room here. Really grateful to him. Okay, I'm Julie Leavitt. Hello. And I am a daughter of an immigrant, the granddaughter of immigrants, a first-generation American. My mom's right over there. And my mom, her father, her mother, and little brother came here at the beginning of World War II on the ship that we are all about to board. I thank the cleverness, the courage, and the sacrifice of every family member who made this passage possible, especially my great-grandmother Rose, who gave and lost everything. I thank all of our ancestors, known and unknown. Here is my dance, made of wondering about this passage, the space between exile and arrival. Watch as my mother, still a small child, sees the ocean for the first time, plays on deck, and looks out at the infinite blue. Notice when she rests and ancestors come to bless and protect her. When strong waves rise, she learns to take a leap of faith as her parents did when they left Europe. Then a dance with her papa, as together they see Lady Liberty for the first time. This is my story of her story. There continue to be so many stories. Thank you so much for coming. Let's begin.
I was born in Austria near the Neuseedlersee in the village of Frauenkirchen, Mutti, Papa, Wally, and me. We had family all around us. We lived a comfortable life till I was 4 and Hitler came. Then began our time of strife. Mutti believed rumors of genocide. Others would deny. She hatched a plan before marched from town that would save all of our lives. No memories remain, just stories of dramatic events of that time, of fake passports we traveled on, till we reached the Cunard line. All I really remember is holding Papa's hand on the deck of the ship, looking up at the Statue of Liberty.
I am an immigrant. I am a stranger in this place. Here but for the grace of God go I. I am an immigrant. I have left everything I own. To everything I've known I say goodbye. And she said, give me your time. Don't you know I'm weary? And she said, give me your pour. She's talking to me. One of your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. And I never have lost sight of what this journey has been for. See how she lifts her lamp beside the golden door.
Where's the, no? Oh, thank you.
It's all set.
Oh, thank you. So, what the plan was, you know about plans, is that I really want to introduce the dancers. So, let's see, I'm going to have to find you. Right here is Lynn Fredrickson. Gestures, dances that you want to show us, if there's anything, and there doesn't have to be, but yes.
How do people start getting into a group to be able to do what you just did?
Oh, good question. The group that we come from.
Repeat the question.
Oh, thank you. Okay. How does someone become a part of a group like this? And we are the 430 Collective. We did a dance. Where's Jennifer? We did a dance that Jennifer choreographed at the Mount Auburn Cemetery in October that was quite wonderful, called The Gathering Place. And we loved dancing together, so we stayed together. And then we invited some wonderful dancers and musicians to be a part of this piece, which has been a wonderful blessing. Joni Block is the artistic director. She keeps disappearing. There she is. She's small. She's the artistic director of Samba Dance, and we met through, we met through a teacher, but through her dancing, and a few of us dance with Joni. So sometimes it's going to a class, or sometimes it's just saying, turning to the person next to you and saying, you know, like Deb and I, we got together during the pandemic, and we both wanted to support each other to create. So sometimes just finding supportive, creative beings, which everybody here in this room is. So it's such a great question, and we all have to keep asking that. Thank you. Anything else? I
was wondering, when your daughter is in her thing, you're having some, and I first of all, those gestures. Well, yeah, it's like you're. It's like you're something about aggression, kind of dealing with it and then letting go of it. I'm moved by it. I'm curious what's happening in you.
Benjamin is asking about the smacking gestures, and Julie and I, we were working on this something to convey loss. And also she'd been asking us to think about our own ancestors. I was thinking about an uncle who lost his entire family in the Holocaust and came to the United States, and he went by the name of Suki, Sweetie, and but also, you know, was always carrying that anger and sadness with him. And so I tried to actually the different points on the body represented his sisters to me.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thanks for noticing.
It felt like the father was protecting. It felt like the father was protecting the daughter when you were doing it.
Interesting. Yeah.
That's just what it felt like to me when I was watching. Stay away, danger from my daughter.
And it was also in the choreography, it came up that the daughter had the instinct to not have to take her father's pain in. She's a little girl, so she took a little stroll, watched the water, played around, and he went through his struggle.
I just wanted to speak and say that I want to really acknowledge you, Julie, for the way that you choreographed this with us and the way you helped us feel your intention in a deeper way. So I remember being in my basement early in the process. We were all on Zoom, and Julie had us each talk about our own ancestors and the people in our lives that had a lot of meaning and history. And I feel like that just brought us all to this really deep place of connection to each other, and then to our ancestors and to our families and our grandchildren, you know, people in the future. So I really just want to say thank you for that, because I feel like that kind of just was beautiful.
Always thank you for you. Cheers. Yes, Maya.
Thank you very much for this performance that touches me, as you know. I am a Jewish Egyptian who went through all this, and I did write. I'm also a writer and a poet. And what the music, I was just thinking of the poem Displaced, and since coming from the Middle East, I was thinking of music, and I was thinking of dance, and I was thinking of so many things that could bring this alive. And some refugees, as you know, just don't go from one place to another. We went through many places to come to one place, and not to the United States, because the United States would not give us the visa. That's another story. But thank you, it touches me. Thank you very much.
Maya, as a poet, is a great example of telling her story. And I don't know where my sister is. There's my sister. This is my sister Lisa, and she and I have created a poetry path in our neighborhood, and Maya's poem will be on this poetry path, and it's called Displaced. And it is very much about this.
So, 3 short things. One is, it's always such an honor, as well as a delight, to be witness or participant in any way at all to your gorgeous creativity. You know, I've seen it over the years, and it's just breathtaking every time. So that was one. And 2, I come to learn some of your repertoire of Julie gestures. And so those of you who've seen Julie's pieces before can say, oh yeah, that's one of those things she does, which is just so gorgeous. And I recognize some of them, that's it, right? I recognize some of them as having learned part of it from, where's Joni? From Joni. And I just wanted to give a shout out to your amazing embodiment of childlike delight and wonder. I was totally convinced when you were there. In the best possible way.
Julie? Thank you, Linda.
You're aside from just the pure joy of watching this performance and getting to be a little part of it, Julie and I were talking in the car on the way over here about. We were talking in the car on the way over here about, you know, that this being a story of the past, but also very much a story of the present. You know, we're all watching it unfold in Ukraine as we speak. You know, with millions of people being displaced. So it's past, present, and unfortunately, probably future as well.
I was going to say what he said. They say what is most personal is also most universal, and the movement of peoples around the globe that are just between here and there and the oceans of trouble and war and all of that, and to dance through it and to honor your own personal story, which is also a universal story. It was just gorgeous. Thank you all.
Thank you, Virginia and David.
Do you know what a lot of other people have said? I was mesmerized, and I was between smiles and tears the whole time. I hope we just witnessed something that's going to be available for others to see, because we really need to bring this.
Right. So, unless there's anything that you must, I think I could stay here. But I think it would be a wonderful thing to enjoy the rest of the day. I so appreciate your presence and your receiving this work. Thank you.